Farcaster. It is Wednesday, November 8th, I think. And it is still Farcaster Fall, as you'll see from our background. Well, my background. We'll explain Adrian's background in just a minute. GM Adrian, how are you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning,
Good
Prof. Good morning,
morning.
everybody.
And so we've got I was just chatting a little bit when we were starting up that, Farcaster GM Farcaster is 21 news. 21 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. But news is sometimes news, sometimes announcements, sometimes launches, and sometimes we explain memes. So what is going on with your background? Wow, wow. Wow, wow. That's pretty amazing.
Wow. Wow,
Wow,
wow.
wow,
Wow, wow.
wow. So to explain this, let's show Rish's thing. Wait, so how behind am I and what is this wow wow meme? And then it all leads back to low effort replies. So if you're feeling like there's, since permissionlessness, there's been a little bit of the low effort replies and spammy replies for engagement. So this took off on its own, and now we have lots of memes involving low effort replies, wow wow being one of them. And also you can mint this is a low effort reply, should you not know what it is.
I
So,
was I was a little nervous. I didn't know how to pronounce wow wow.
wow wow.
Is it wow wow? Is it
Wow,
wow
wow?
wow?
Is
Whoa
it
wow
wow, wow, wow?
wow.
Where do you put the emphasis on the wow? Just checking in our chat, GM this morning. Everybody in the chat, I hope you're having a wow wow kind of day. It's pretty low effort. This is the low effort edition, so we didn't try too hard today. Just we always try hard. So moving on to Farcaster Fall, we have this beautiful Farcaster Fall Chats piece, which I love. So this relates to Ted's idea to do Ted said, I'm celebrating Farcaster Fall by getting to know more of you. The Farcaster community has enriched my life. From expanding my perspective to forging lifelong relationships, this place feels like home to me, and I want everyone to get a feel for this. Cast a reply here, and I'll DC you to set up a coffee chat. And then Cameron actually made this Farcaster Fall Far Chats. And if you reply on this particular post, they're going to actually match you up with somebody for a chat. And I actually said I would do mine on Unlonely and stream it. So yeah, so this is our latest in the latest in Farcaster Fall bits. You are you signing
I
up
love
for a
this.
coffee chat? What do you think?
I haven't signed up one for through Farcaster Fall, um, but I've been doing them all year. And
Yeah,
Farcaster is
you
really
have.
the first, I'd say, kind of internet community for me that was internet first. And then, like, I've been in other internet communities that almost started in person first, and
Hmm.
then we went on the internet. Farcaster's really internet first. And I've probably been on a dozen Zooms with people
Nice.
over the past year,
And
and
plus 2022 with me. That's
a dozen plus 22 the GM Farcasters. And um, to anyone who's not done one and thinks it's weird, really encourage you to, if there's someone you're vibing with and you think they're interesting, you send a little note and you say, hey, you want to jump on a call sometime, and no, you just get to know someone in a different way. It's worth it.
Yeah, totally. I think I've had a lot of great one-on-one chats in general, not as much through Farcaster, but just other opportunities in Web3. And I love to do that and just, get to know somebody. And this to me has been part of that as well, is spending more time getting to know Adrian and all of the people who show up in the chats too. So it's kind of like we do this 3 times a week as well. So it's kind of fun. All ties together. Okay, a few other like fun or interesting announcements. We've got from V, the Gateway FIP goes live tomorrow, which I think was yesterday. New contracts with much simpler DevEx for reading state, fixes to prevent malicious users from bloating state, and signups will be down for 5 hours. I don't think I saw any issues with that. It seemed to go pretty well, I guess. Whoops, I was having a hard time getting back. Um, so that is like, that's a little like dev news. So that's a little beyond my brain, but there you go. A little bit of dev news. And then what I really liked, which was interesting, if I can find the first one, here we go. Linda, with bounties and the Bounty Bot, we're doing a beta launch of Bounty Caster, a bounties platform on Farcaster. Tag Bounty Bot to post a task item you need with and offer a bounty reward in USDC or ETH for others completing it. We're early, so I would love feedback and we'll be iterating quickly. And then there were a bunch of, so that went up how long ago? Like a
2
day
days
plus?
ago,
Like it
less
says
than
1
2 days.
day. Yeah, less than 2 days. And then we had a slew of bounties. And now we have a bounties channel. So it escalated quickly. So we've got Johnny Mac with a bounty up right now. We've got I don't know if some of these have been filled. Some of them have. Kenny also putting up a bounty regarding mock-up design of the bounty details page. So that's coming from the team. Jesse Pollock from Based doing a bounty caster go, contributed mint to base management and organically earns 100 plus unique minters, and you'll get a $100 little bonus there. Woj with a bounty bot for a supercast page with features request. So there's another one. And then Dan came in with an AMA formatter, and this is actually pretty amazing how quickly this all happened. So he was looking for an easy way that would accept a Warpcast URL, the AMA, and then put it in a Q&A format and spit it out like a blog. And somebody took him up on the Fred Wilson AMA and had this done um, like lightning fast. So had a basic version, um, and it looks pretty amazing. So you pop in the link into that little website, and you get this nice like Q&A layout. So it works for any AMA. So if you did an AMA, you could do the same thing, like pop it in there and you'd have this like nice little blog post of all your questions and answers. So that was impressive. See, I told you I was
Amazing.
going to get through a bunch at once.
Mhm.
So, so the way Adrian and I do this show is we're collecting links like over the days in between the shows and popping them into a Discord thread. And we looked yesterday and went, "Oh my God, we've got a lot. We've got a whole lot. This is like the most links we've ever had." But there a lot of them are grouped together, so they kind of roll together. And the bounties I think was really interesting on a number of fronts in that it happened so fast and it really speaks to the seniors, right? It really speaks to the audience that's there. It's just a if you're a founder, sometimes this is like the perfect beta group to work with on certain things. And this one is like perfection. So we've already got bounties up. There's now a bounties channel. There's already some active, interesting things that have come from bounties, so it's
There's
rolling.
there's some bounty spam
There's bounty spam. I
already.
There we
But you're
go.
right, though. I mean, that
Now we
like,
moved into the main part of it. It's
you're
perfect.
launching to an audience of people who are early adopters and
Yep,
wanting to try things. So if you're a founder and you wanna get feedback and you want to, test your MVP product, Farcaster is the best place.
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm just looking through our chat. Everyone's loving the idea of the one-on-ones. Um, is how I started dowing and how I re-inspire myself. I love that Monkey D links. I love that. Launch Club. I don't think I've heard of Launch Club or Lunch Club. Sorry, Lunch Club. Oh, Lunch Club. Is that like, to me, that's like the dating thing. It's like having lunch with people or something. But that works too. But this is more like workish, but yeah. Love that. So I'm hoping, yeah, I'm
Are
hoping
you thinking of It's Just Lunch
maybe
ads
that's
on
what I'm
E?
thinking of. It's just lunch. That's what it is. That's what Yep, thank you. Yep, that's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Amazing. So speaking of the AMA, so we had Fred Wilson was on doing an AMA with Dan yesterday from Union Square Ventures. So it had a lot of like VC type of content and it was in the founders channel. So I love these AMAs. I think they're super useful and interesting. And this new AMA, like breaking it into the question and answers, is super helpful. You can really see sort of the value of this type of event on Farcaster. Because again, it's like the perfect audience for this because we have so many founders. So, did you have a chance to look at the Fred Wilson AMA? I only breezed through it quickly, but I don't know if
Scanned
there's
through it
anything
as it was going on. High quality reply, high
for
effort,
real.
high quality
High
replies.
high effort replies and questions. High effort. 100%. No little well, it was wow wow is what it was. It was wow wow. It was wow wow. What a oh, not a dating thing. It's a chat set up between people who want to network. Okay. It's just lunch. Yep, that was the one I was thinking of. That's so funny. But Lunch Club sounds really interesting too. I think it's like, yeah, this will be like the Farcaster version of that, which is pretty fun. Okay, we're actually doing pretty well here, Adrian. So next, I wanted to talk about Arjan's poetry space, but I think it was this morning. I think it was like 5 a.m. Eastern or something. But he's doing poetry spaces on Abura, which I think is just really lovely. So I'm going to look for the recording later and check it out. I usually Bill drops a recording from things that are on Abura, and I just think that was pretty lovely. Sort of a fall take on some poetry. Arjan, oh, there you are. Hi, Arjan. Had some track. Yeah, did you? How was it, Arjan? Let us know how it went this morning. If you indeed had your poetry on Abura, because I think that's so cool. Moving to purple, I did want to mention there is a purple survey that Chris Corella has out now regarding the strategy group from Prop 37. I have yet to fill this out, but I promise I'm going to. Like, I promise I'm going to get it done today because I do want to fill that out. I'm fairly new though. Um,
Okay, yep,
yeah,
Dow newbie. So
yeah,
for
brand
longtime
new,
listeners of GM Farcaster, I just entered my
long time.
first Dow a few weeks ago. Um, and I filled out the survey.
You're already on
It
it. Look
was
at you.
because I'm trying to be a good Taoist
I
and
love it.
good citizen. Should I know what Prop 37 is?
Prop 37 is they passed a prop. This is even before I was a member of Purple, but I just pay attention to things. Anything that's on a noun DAO, I'm probably paying attention to. So it was set up a working group to kind of create a more clear mission, vision, values kind of strategy moving forward for Purple. So that's what it is. Oh, we've got some video lagging. Let me see what's happening here. Maybe we're getting some frames dropped or something. Um, no, we should be. Oh yeah, we're getting some frames dropped. That's probably why. I don't know why, but sorry about that. Well, we'll have hopefully the recording won't be messed up as well. It's been a minute since we've had some issues with technical issues. So sorry about that. I'm not sure how to fix that one. So we'll just keep rolling on and hope that the recording has a good sync going. Does Abura log or just Unlonely? So no, Abura does. I believe they record it. Abura does get recorded,
That
and he
was mine.
usually
I
posts it
said
on.
lag. No,
Oh,
I
you
said
said
I said lag,
lag.
not log.
Oh, okay. Oh, lag. I see what you're saying.
And
Just
and this
Unlonely.
is my way. I've noticed more and more Abora spaces popping up, whereas
Yeah,
before it was all on Lonely, and now you have different options for where you want to
absolutely.
stream to. So in the spirit of Genius, competition is good.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a burr is just audio, so it's a little different. It's more like the Spaces competitor. And I think, there are times when you just don't want to be on video too. Like I had one of those moments this morning, hence the Cryptodes hat. Where I just didn't feel like looking good today. So I was like, okay, hat works. Toads are jumping. So we'll throw the Toads hat on. But I think a burr is a great competitor to Twitter Spaces, and having it be Farcaster native is really cool because if you are in a space and there's a DAO vote, you can actually vote within the Abura space if he has it set up for that. So that's pretty cool. So he's done that with Purple and done that with Builder as well. So it's been pretty cool. I think you can set it to record, yes. And then he sends a recording. I think the recording ends up on
Mhm.
YouTube, I believe. So that's usually the way he posts the recording, but it is voice only. Yep. And you don't have to pretty yourself up for it. Exactly. Voice only is not a bad thing. And I do a lot of Twitter spaces and voice only stuff. So I'm gonna start using a Burr a little bit more too. All right, moving on. Farcaster World, curated by Mark Badowski. What would be the best sources to read, watch, listen to if someone wants to understand Farcaster? From basics like what is Farcaster, dashboards, hubs, docs, and so on. Asking since I curate Farcaster World list at Kiwi and want to get the best sources. So go add your suggestions there. I haven't added us yet, but we probably should. So we're pretty good at this. You should probably add us.
Someone
So
add for us. It's not
someone
a
add for us, so it's not us. Yeah, that'd be good. hmm And I'm sporting my my cute little Farcaster mug, which I'm sending you a bunch of stuff very soon. It's in a box ready to go. So soon we'll have a little. We have something fun coming soon, but we'll see. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Back to Varun. A second batch of caster rewards are out. A slightly tweaked formula with 50 warps given to the top 200 casters in the last week. So the big question is, Adrian, did you get another 50 warps?
I got my 50 warps.
I got my 50 warps as well.
I don't even
Woohoo!
know what I'm going to do with
I
them.
don't know
It's
what
so
to use them
exciting.
on. So hey, chat, if you have suggestions of what we should use our warps on, here's the only thing I've used it on so far is Chris co-created because I already had a Burra or I would have
I
used it on
I
that.
did a Burra and then I did Crisco created and I'd really like them to be able to
I
transfer.
know, me too. I really wish
Mhm.
like we've asked and hopefully maybe someday, we would love to be able to give them out to like people in the chat and like be able to drop some warps to anyone who shows up live and have some little or who downloads the recording or whatever. So I'd love to be able to do that. So I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. We could launch our own token. I think we've streamed enough, but I'm a little nervous about for you know the reasons. So we'll wait on that a minute. Um,
We have
does
a
it look?
brand to worry we have a brand to worry about.
Yeah, we have a brand to worry about. We're a little nervous about unaudited contracts and stuff. But I would love to be able to drop some warps to people. I just feel like that's so Farcaster native, and it would be really fun to be able to reward and then be able to encourage different types of apps and be able to share them and encourage people to use them. There's a pre-launch app called Friends. Yes, I could have used warps for it. Yeah, if they had existed. I love Friends. I've used that. I used that around FarCon. We were all using that at that time, and every once in a while, someone will still post on there, and I'll slide back over to Friends. But it's a nice little. To me, it was like a little bit of a, like a Telegram kind of feel, but Farcaster native. And I like that one. So that was a good one. We use that. Yeah, definitely use that during, but that would have been good. I saw a bug about warps mentioned, and then I realized what would be a good feature is don't use them, lose them to someone who needs them. Yeah, exactly. Um, and we're still trying to, yeah, go take a look at Chris co-created. You can, I think it's 50 warps, I believe, to get access, and it gives you a whole bunch of things. So definitely go do that. Check it out. And that's the one
And
where
if
I
you
created
want,
the arch, like on that thing, on the Chris co-created piece.
yeah, the co-created art. So it's like community contributions. Um,
It's
and
really fun.
if you want warps and you're not getting them, I have to tell you, it's really not that hard to break into the top 200.
It's not
It's
hard.
just pick up your phone and, it
Just
casts like a
cast.
little bit
Just
more than
cast
you
things.
normally are, and you
Just
get
cast
there.
things, and you get there. Yeah, I was shocked when I landed in the top 30 the first time. I was like, wait, what? How did that happen? Because it's not like other platforms. So your activity and also because I also don't think about it. I just cast what I want to cast. I don't do it with intention of engaging or I don't do that kind of thing, and I don't do that on Twitter either. So anything I do is organic. But um, unlike our friend Will Robinson, who doesn't believe in that organic thing. But anyway, I haven't seen as much of him lately, so I guess he's
He's
calmed down a
around.
little bit. He's
He's
around?
around.
He's around.
Maybe he's
Um,
maybe he's tuning in right now.
he might be tuning in right now. Um, Dan is looking to see what channels you want to add next. Bonus points if there's an existing community or on-chain component. There is a form now. And I did have a question. Do you think we should have a GM Farcaster channel? Whoops. I just messed that up. Hopefully that didn't get too messed up. Yep, okay, we're good. What do you think? Do we need a GM Farcaster channel?
I didn't even think about that.
Like that
I
could
don't
be
know.
fun.
Let's think about it.
Let's think
And
about it. Let's think about it. Maybe, maybe.
what would we do in that channel? Just
I don't
it's
know.
the community. It's a
I don't
place
know.
for all of us to hang out. Oh, we
It
can
might be
collect
where like
links.
people can alert us to things or I don't know. We'll
I
have to
think we
think
need it.
about that. We'll have to
Wow,
think
wow.
about it. Wow, wow. People can say wow, wow to us, and that'll be what we do. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense, but maybe it does. All right. So channels, I'm moving along here, moving along. And oh, so yeah, the wow wow meme, we've talked about that a little bit. It sort of came from specifically the wow wow, specifically came from, I believe, Mike from Rainbow, Mike Damaris. I think he was the first one to say the wow wow, I believe. But there is a mint, of course. I forgot to mention that. And that is what Adrian is currently sporting is the Oxen Wow Wow mint. So we want to make sure he saw that.
Okay, question since
Yeah.
it's like figuring things out. Um, is it okay that I steal things from Farcaster as my background every 2 days without minting? What is the norm?
Ooh,
I
interesting. I
didn't
always
mint
mint.
this. I just right clicked saved
Ooh.
and put it as my background so I could talk about it. So, am I breaking a Farcaster norm?
Well, I would say
Let
that
me
it's
know.
promoting it to them and we're sharing the link to the mint. So I'd say probably fine. But it
Awesome.
also depends
Let
on
me
the
know if not.
copyright for the mint.
Mhm.
Depends on the copyright. So I always mint everything. So there you go. I'm in the clear. But I'm sure Oxen is excited that you shared his mint. So and
Love
we are
love
at
you, Oxen.
8:52. I don't know how that happened. I just looked down and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's time." But we did manage to get through a lot. We'll have a few other links that we didn't quite get to that'll be in the section of our show notes that says links we didn't, casts we didn't get to. Um, and we do share all that in the recording. So even if you were here, but you wanted to grab some of those links to various casts and mints and things like that, you can go check that out. You can just view it and then see the show notes. And that's it. Anything else? Yes, links,
I,
low effort memes. Exactly.
yes.
Links are our
Thanks
low
everyone.
effort
Just
responses.
thanks everyone for joining for a very low effort day.
It's been a
And
very low effort day. Yes. Yes. So low effort. Have a good low effort day, GM Farcaster, and we will see you Friday for more low effort GM Farcaster. Bye bye, everybody.